ethical hacking, sir. Let us see the introduction. Firstly, let us know. I have to tell what is hacking and ethical hacking. So, hacking refers to breaking the computer, into someone's system for personal or commercial gains, and whereas ethical hacking refers to the methodology adapted to find the loopholes in the information system. Uh, Hacking and ethical hacking both use same tools, but there is a small difference. Hacking use the tools to steal information or destroy the information, whereas ethical hacking use the same tools to safeguard the information from the hackers. And hacking is illegal and ethical hacking is legal, and they are done with the permission from the client. And these are some of the topics that we're going to discuss in this introduction: ethical hacking, hackers, type of hackers, hacking process, required skills for an ethical hacking, and what do hackers do after hacking, advantages, disadvantages, future enhancement, and conclusion. So ethical hacking, as I have told you that hacking, ethical hacking is a safeguard the information from the hackers, and will protect the data from the hackers. And hackers, there are so many definitions for hacking. We can define as we want, as we like. These are some of the definitions. A person who enjoys learning details of a programming language or system, or a person who enjoys actually doing the programming rather than theorizing about it, or a person capable of appreciating someone else hacking, and a person who picks up programming quickly, and a person who is an expert at a particular programming language or system. Types of hackers: we have generally three types of hackers. These are the main three types of hackers: black hat hackers, and white hat hackers, and gray hat hackers. So black hat hackers, these are the kind of these are those people comes under this category who is absolutely extremely talented in computing skills and use that knowledge for for their professional gain, or to hurt someone. And those kind of hackers comes under this category. And white hat hackers, generally these kind of people hack systems for defensive purpose. Whether it is a good or bad, we don't know. And gray hat hackers, these are the individual hackers. They'll hack the system, depends upon their mood. We don't predict them, like if they want to put some security for they hack the system to put some security for the system, or to gain the personal profits, like etc. So they'll hack the systems according to their mood. We can't predict them. And hacking process, there are so many processes in hacking, but these are the main things that we have to learn: footprinting and scanning. And scanning. So scanning is a set of procedures for identifying live hosts and ports and services, discovering OS and architecture of the target system. So they mainly focus on the operating system, and to gather information from the operating system without knowing to the owner, and author of that operating system. So in scanning, we have port scanning and network scanning. Port scanning uses it to open ports and services, and whereas network scanning uses it to list the addresses of, IP address of the system. And one more thing, gaining access and maintaining access. Gaining access, this phase is where the hacker breaks into system or network using various tools or methods. After entering into the system, he has to increase his privilege to the administrator level, so he can install an application he needs, or he wants to install, modify the data, hide the data without knowing to the owner of the system. And maintaining access, hackers may just hack the system to show it was vulnerable, or he can be mischievous, that he wants to maintain the connection in the background without knowledge of the user. This can be done using trojans and rootkits, etc. So required skills for ethical hacking. If you want to become a hacker, or to hack the someone's system, we should be master in these technologies: Microsoft and Linux and firewalls, routers, mainframes, network protocols, and project management. These are the main things that we should be master in these things in order to be a professional hacker, or to be hack someone's system. And so what do hackers do after hacking? Generally, after after hacking someone's system or someone's information, we should hide ourselves in the system, or we don't let others to enter into the same system. So they will do some these kind of things, pass security holes, and they'll close the way that by using which they have entered into the system. So by that, no other hacker can enter into the system using the same way, and clear locks and hide themselves. And next thing, install rootkits through backdoor. And the hackers who hacked the system can use the system later. It can, it contains Trojan virus and so on. Install IRC related programs. So advantages: to catch a thief, we have to think like a thief. So by using these, we have some advantages, and also disadvantages too. So we should look at the advantages. Helps in closing the open holes in the system network and provide security banking and financial establishments, prevent website defacements, and evolving technique. So these are some disadvantages. There are many disadvantages using hacking, but these are some. We should have a look upon it. It depends upon the trustworthiness of the ethical hacker. If the hacker, uh, if the cheaters, if the hack our system without our permission, we can't do anything there. So we can't complete a file on him. So because we don't have any proof, we want to connect to him, to complete a file, we should have a minimum evidences with us. So in this situation, we don't have any evidences, and hiring professionals is expensive. Hackers, hiring a masterminded hacker is very expensive. So future enhancements: as it is an evolving branch of the scope, enhancements in the technology is immense, and a no ethical hacker can ensure the system security by using the same technique repeatedly, and more enhanced software should be used for optimum protection. Conclusion: in the in the preceding sections, we saw that methodology of hacking, why should we be aware of hacking, and some tools which a hacker may use. And now we can see that what do against hacking or protect ourselves from hacking. So the first thing is, what we have to do is to know about the software or keep updating our software, and educate the employees and users against black hat hacking. So these people are the main mastermind hackers, and we cannot find him. So if you want to find them, it's difficult to find them. So we should be